The Rocapia is an ancient castle built by Pope Pio IV in 1560 on the top of a hill on the outskirts of Ascoli Piceno, center of Italy, north of Pescara. And this is the main entrance as it is today. The following image is a fake that I made to show what I have seen the first time I went to the Rocapia. I was on the outside of the castle, and all of a sudden a flying saucer appeared from the backside. A lady that was with me went crazy, and so the scout disappeared immediately. I repeat, this is a fake. In October of 2004, I made just another trip to the Rocapia, parking my car at the base of one of its towers. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning, fine weather, and I shot a picture of my car. And here is the picture. Do you see anything strange in this picture? Remember, it was dim light, no direct light from the sun, fine weather, about 10 o'clock in the morning. Any ideas? Pardon me? I don't understand. Well, when I saw this image, I made a jump, because it is totally impossible. The plate of my car is the most vivid object within the picture. You've seen a white rectangle, yet there was no source of light aiming at it. My car was a dim light, no reason for it being as light as this. You see how lighted it is. Yet there was no source of light aside the diffused light, because we were in the shadow of one tower. Then I have taken the negative, because it is an analog picture. I found a professional scanner, 64 bits per pixel. I have scanned this image through a microscope. Then, I've been teaching computer algorithms for computer graphics at the university for 20 years, so it is my job to do things like that. I found peculiar algorithms. I wrote programs to do the job, and in some way, I've been able to make visible the characters on the plate. Of course, in false colors. Well, this elaboration shows that the plate was not just a white rectangle over the image. But that its brightness had been some way enhanced, nobody knows how and why, getting an almost saturation. I repeat, it was an analog picture, using an analog camera, a normal film. In another occasion, I got once again to the Rocapia with a friend of mine and shot him a picture, this time using a digital camera. We were once again both in the shadow of the walls. And this has been the result. You see my friend in the center and those strange luminous effects. I had a digital camera so that I could see immediately the result of the picture. And having seen this strange effect, I shot immediately another picture, maybe some 20 seconds later, 20 seconds later. And this is the second picture. Obviously in the very same luminous conditions, and now nothing strange appears. We were in a very important spot, in a spot where years before a passageway could be opened to enter the main underground base of the W56. In all evidence, some activity is still going on because these pictures have been shot a couple of years ago. So. Then, last year, I made just another trip to the Roccapia, this time with some old members of our Amicizia group. I repeat, Amicizia started, roughly speaking, in the 50s, and is probably going on even today. So many of the charities involved are now elder persons. One of them got touched. He asked me to eliminate his face from this picture. Okay, here there is a small sequence of a documentary made by James Sanflota, the well-known Mexican TV producer and UFO researcher, who recently came to Italy in order to make a move on the history of Amicizia. Okay, it looks that there is some incompatibility with computers, so I'm not able to show the movie, which is interesting, just showing the vivacity of Marsan. In Pescara, speaking about Villa de Rises, an old secluded and deserted villa near to the Pescara River, where in the 70s, two of the W56 were living inside this villa. Okay, the movie does not start. And here is how Villa de Rises was in those years. An old construction, deserted and abandoned. Okay, we have seen some pictures of the scouts, of our friends. Now let's have a look to them directly. And let's start with the image of one of them who had been named Kenyo, a picture shot inside the villa built by Amicizia. And here is Mr. Kenyo. As you see, a totally human-looking, totally normal person. But an Italian researcher, Barbara Batelli, asked me the original file of this picture. Then she has been able to ascertain that the guy is roughly 3 meters tall. 3 meters mean 10 feet. You may find the English version of a study at that address, spaziovita.com. And if you go to the site of Paola Harris, you find the link also in that site. Just to summarize, here is Kenyo compared to one pine needle that is visible